Number 3, Ross from Cincinnati, Ohio. If President Obama gets reelected, which with all the madness going on, it is possible. Possible. I think you'd have to say it's probable right now. I mean, have you seen his approval numbers? With all this crap, this bad bill that's been forced down the people start consistently, they say they don't dig it. He's always right at around 50 at the lowest. I know they say it should be 60, and I'm thinking, it's never going to be 60 again in this country. It's too polarized. Quit looking for 60s. If the guy gets 50 plus 1, he's back in. And I'd have to say that's the more likely occurrence than Romney. It looks like, I don't know, to me Romney looks like he's, in the NFL, how you hate it when your team leads by 14 points at the beginning of the fourth period and they decide to play a prevent defense. And then they work their way down the field in like 4 seconds, throwing short patterns and running across the middle and outs. And you sit there thinking, can we just rush the passer? Can we not send 3 men? It never works. Can we get out of this prevent defense and rush the passer? And then your team ends up losing. Romney's doing that and he doesn't even have a 14-point lead. He's like tied or behind. And you want to go, pal, this is not the time for you to be safe and sit on the lead. You know why? You don't have the lead. Wake up. What is the Dennis Miller top 5 answers for dealing with the next 4 years? I would encourage people to do what Ayn Rand did and shrug. In all walks of life. It doesn't have to be for dramatic purposes. She made Atlas Shrugged about the Steve Jobs of the world and all that, leaving and going to a mythical valley in the mountains. I would say on the bottom end of that equation, if you're somebody working 2 jobs and trying to play by the rules in a country that increasingly is changing the rules, and by working the 2 jobs you're away from your family for up to 14 to 16 hours a day, and you look at somebody who has just given up completely and is making, after taxes and after the headaches of working, $5,000 to $7,000 a year less than you, quit. Burden this system. That's what I would do. I don't know why people would spend that much time away from their loved ones, and I would not feel guilty about it in a second. Everybody should shrug in their own way and say, I get it. I get the new America. Let me get in that line. So get out of the earning line and get into the where's my line. You owe it to yourself. This election will send a message whether staying in this line means anything. Now, I know there's some people who never bend on their personal ethic. I admire those people the most in life where they go, I will work because I want to work. I get it. I'm like that to a large degree. I have a shift in my mind planned. It won't involve an abdication of work, but I've also worked hard for many years and I'm not broke. I have some money, obviously, and I don't have to work for the rest of my life as hard as I did when I was a kid. But I will make some modifications in the time versus money allocation. If Obama wins again. But I would tell somebody who's right on the cusp line, if you can, it used to be you'd look behind you and go, well, there's what happens to me if I don't bust my ass, and you could hardly make it out. Now you brush shoulders with the guys. I would say to people, take advantage of it like they are. Fall out of the work class and get into the get into the entitlement class. I mean that with all sincerity. Don't bust your ass if that's not what gets rewarded in this country anymore. Be with your kids. Go, Enjoy these samples of the Bathrobe Sessions, a weekly video available only to members of the DMZ, the Dennis Miller Zone, on DennisMillerRadio.com.